Jai Shri Ram. Intelligence. There are so many types of intelligence. Some of these new terms are fluid intelligence. Fluid intelligence means something that's very flexible, and it's defined as the general ability to think abstractly, reason, identify patterns, solve problems, and discern relationships. And and it is believed this fluid intelligence is something that is natural. It cannot be acquired through education, training, or even experience or exposure to various environmental factors. It depends on your genetic ability, genetic endowment. So it is on one's own native ability, solving problems and all that. So, how do you come up with strategies to solve a particular problem? If you are a person with street smarts, that's one way of saying that you have high fluid intelligence, navigational skills, and even that deja vu, sense of deja vu. Deja vu, DEJAVEU, deja vu, already seen. That means if on one hand you know that you have not seen this place, you have never been to a particular country, but on the other hand you feel that this place looks familiar. So there's no explanation. You have not seen a person, on one hand you know that, and on the other hand you feel this person is familiar. You've seen him or her before. So these are two contradictory feelings happening simultaneously. Psychologists have no explanation. The only explanation some people put forward is that it could be past life memories, coming back and all that. So deja vu. So this fluid intelligence is all about this flexibility, adaptability, and even that deja vu sense. Crystallized intelligence. Crystallized intelligence is the opposite of fluid intelligence, and it is knowledge skills that are obtained through education, learning, experience. Fluid intelligence remains the same throughout your life. Crystallized intelligence can actually increase. For example, vocabulary. Vocabulary is a form of crystallized intelligence. But how fast you learn vocabulary, and whether you retain the vocabulary that you learn, and whether you use mnemonics, and how smartly you work with this newly acquired knowledge and ensure that it remains with you, that is fluid intelligence in action. American psychologist Howard Gardner, 1983, theory of multiple intelligences. He speaks about different types of intelligence. Intelligence, unfortunately, many people think intelligence can be easily measured. It cannot be, and there are so many types of intelligences. So we cannot, be sure. Well, there are anyway. This Howard Gardner has identified, I think, some eight or nine. Spatial intelligence, visualizing the world in 3D. Naturalist intelligence, understanding ecology, living things, nature. Musical intelligence, discerning sounds, pitch, tone, rhythm, timbre. Timbre means the richness of the sound. Logical, mathematical, quantifying things, making hypotheses and proving them. Existential intelligence, tackling the questions of why we live and why we die. Philosophical. Interpersonal, sensing people's feelings and motives. Bodily, kinesthetic, coordinating mind and body. In sports and so many other areas you need this. Linguistic, well, you know that words, vocabulary, the ability to convey, poetry, oratory, and all that. Intrapersonal, understanding yourself, what you feel. That means you know yourself, having high EQ. So, emotional quotient, emotional intelligence. There are so many theories of intelligence. This one particular type, which is called reflective intelligence. Reflective intelligence refers to one's broad based strategies for attacking problems, for learning, and for approaching intellectually challenging tasks. Reflective intelligence means attitudes which support tenacity, persistence, systemization, and imagination, self monitoring, self management. So, reflective intelligence is an interesting concept. The theorist's name is David Perkins, 1995. He says these are different types. One is neural intelligence. refers to the efficiency and precision of your neurological system. Experiential intelligence, that is your accumulated knowledge and experience in different areas. It is nothing but an accumulation of all your expertises and the experiences. So, neural, experiential, and reflective intelligence. So I'm beginning to like this term, reflective intelligence. The researcher uses the term reflexive intelligence also. He says, well, I think he's using it as a synonym for reflective. So that means reflective, reflexive. It's a kind of control system that effectively uses the other two, that is neural intelligence and experiential intelligence. A person can learn strategies that help to make more effective use of neural intelligence and experiential intelligence. The habits of mind included under reflective intelligence can be learned and improved. So, what exactly is intelligence? Well, intelligence is a high level of skill in any area. But of course, every psychologist has his own definition. One interesting definition is here, which is actually a composite from various others. Intelligence is a combination of the ability to learn, pose problems, and solve problems. The ability to learn, how fast can you learn, is also important. See, today what you need is the very rapid ability to learn and unlearn also, because what you know till date could be obsolete tomorrow. So how fast can you learn is an important skill. Learning ability, all informal, formal learning via any combination of experience, education, training, imagination, use of mnemonics, posing problems, hypothetical situations, thought experiments. This includes recognizing problem situations and coming up with analogies and all that. And then also clearly defining the problem. Most people are unable to solve the problem because they cannot define the problem. And then solving the problems, accomplishing tasks and fashioning solutions and even products. There are other, concepts of intelligence, physical intelligence, tactical decision making, and it is about our attention and preference to scrutinize. So these are all terms, they have created with their own definitions. Emotional intelligence, we all understand. Spiritual intelligence, strategic decision making is linked to this. And spiritual intelligence, well, spirituality is the search for the knowledge of the self. So these are all interesting terms. Well, anyway, my concept is dharmic intelligence. This is my own term which I coined. Dharmic intelligence. People who study the Bhagavad Gita acquire dharmic intelligence. Of course, Hindus by nature have a very strong dharmic intelligence. But it has to be refined because of all the pollution and the false ideas of secularism and ahimsa. All this nonsense has crept into our thinking, and as a result, our dharmic intelligence has got very badly eroded. So that's the reason people are worshipping, beggars like Chandamiya, and they are going to tombs, and they are worshipping all kinds of idiots and babas and begging here and there. If you study Bhagavad Gita, you will never beg. Even Krishna, you will not beg, because Krishna is our ultimate companion, as the Veda puts it. Dva suparna sayuja sakhaya samanam vruksham parishasvajate tayoranyah pippalam swadvati anashnannanyo abhichakashite. The Supreme Lord is our constant companion. So he doesn't even treat us as, followers, much less slaves or something like that. Though, of course, you can name yourself Krishna Das. That's a wonderful name. So all of us are Krishna Das. That's our constitutional position. Like Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya says, Jivera Swarupahaya Krishnera Nityadasa, Krishnera Tatastha Shakti Bheda Veda Prakasha. The living entity's constitutional position is to be the eternal servant of Krishna, because he is the marginal energy of Krishna and a manifestation simultaneously one. Simultaneously one and different from the Lord, like a molecular particle of sunshine or fire. So, sunshine is not different from the sun. So also we are one and different from the Lord. So, Jivera Swarupahaya Krishnera Nityadasa Krishnera Tatastha Shakti Bheda Abheda Prakasha. So, that's how it is. Jai Shri Ram.